little bit of we're going to start with today, addition of fractions. And we're going to use Cuisenaire rods to do the problem 1/2 plus 1/3. And you may remember, especially when you see the pictures here in the next slide, that the Cuisenaire rods are those sort of like a long rod, and they have different colors on them, and then they have different sizes. So one of many different solutions is if we would say the dark green rod has a value of 1, like in this picture. So if we say that the dark green has a value of 1, and then we have 3 of these smaller red ones, each of those is 1/3. And then 2 of these light green ones so that each portion of the light green one is 1/2. Sorry, and going to the next slide. So if you put a 1/3 together with a 1/3 together with a 1/2, and then you can see that it's smaller than a whole one. So you could also then get out these smaller white cubes, and I think I showed you those when I gave the demonstration of the Cuisenaire rods. And then that would tell you I need 5 of these little smaller parts. And each of those would be a 1/6, because I would need 6 of these to be as long as the green one, the long green one. So 1/2 and 1/3 must equal 5/6. Cuisenaire rods can also be used to introduce the concept of LCM, which we started talking about on Thursday or Wednesday, I guess it was. And here's an example of how to use that to help students understand the concept of LCM. So if they wanted to see what the least common multiple of 4 and 6 was, here's 3 different arrangements for 4 and 6 rods. Well, the smallest one is this one over here on the left that has 3 4s and 2 6. So that would indicate that the LCM is 12, because that is the shortest combination of a train that we can get that matches. So that would give you your least common multiple would be 12. And we're going to talk about some more concepts and connections. Here's a bar model, or a linear bar model, to show a similar kind of concept. So here we're doing 2/3 and 1/4. So here are 2/3 and here is 1/4. And you can see that you have to split it into 12 sections. And then since 12 is the least common multiple. And then if you stack them all up alongside each other, then you see that you get 11/12. We begin with 1 bar representing the unit, create thirds, and mark 2 of the thirds. Then we draw a bar of the same size and mark 1/4. Again, we have to create the same length bars and to be able to add them. So we show that 2/3 is equal to 8/12, 1/4 is equal to 3/12, and the third bar is where we actually put the 2 pieces together to get 11/12. That is just a summary of what we just did. Here's, and another set model. I left this one in here because it was different than the one that we did in class. So this is another way to do 2/3 and 1/4. So here is 2/3 and here is 1/4. And then we put the two together and we get 11, because there's 4 on that top, 4 on the next one, and 3. So we get 11, so it is 11/12. I forgot that this other set model was in here.